Whoa. Good morning, everybody. So we're on the road. We're probably about an hour northeast of Terrace, roughly. I'm actually on the way to an old ghost town called Kitsault. It's kind of up in the mountains. I don't even know if I can actually get in there, but I was driving through here and I'm like, where in the heck am I right now? Like, holy crap, this is like another world. Like, look at this. Honestly, the camera does not do justice right now. I am completely surrounded by mountains and what appears to be this old lava rock. I do believe this is like part of a provincial park, lava bed provincial park or whatever. And wow. So it's kind of funny because every time I get like a little bit demotivated, because this is a very, very long journey. I am well over approximately 47 hours away from home right now, and I keep getting demotivated and saying, maybe I'm gonna turn around and just start heading back home because this is gonna take forever to get home. And then I end up in a spot like this, and it keeps motivating me to want to go further and further and further. Unfortunately, it is raining this morning. After coming into the tent, everything was a little bit wet, and I'm just like, I didn't even end up filming like outside the campsite afterwards because everything was just so ugly and kind of wet. I left a couple things outside. Those got wet, but it kind of is what it is at this point. But yeah, so we are on the way to a town known as Kitsault, and sorry, I'm just checking something on my tires because I have an issue with one of my tires. I'll show you in a moment. But yeah, we're going to Kitsault, British Columbia. It's an old mining town that was built in the 70s and ended up becoming abandoned. I'll give you more details on that place. It is rumored to be haunted, and yeah, it just looks really, really cool. Very, very unique location. Somewhere I've had on my maps for a while now and just never got out there because it was so far north that it seemed unattainable. But we are getting closer and closer now, and I'm just taking in these views. This is just something else. I kind of wish I could fly the drone right now just to kind of give you guys this magical perspective from the sky, but because it's raining, that is not really possible. But damn, Daniel, back at it with the lava rocks in the mountains. That's all I'm saying. Holy crap. All right, anyway, we do got to get a move on. I might make more stops along the way if they're easy enough to do so. But yeah, it's going to take still about another hour and a half to get to the ghost town. I don't even know how accurate that is because it's going to be a lot of rough roads getting in, especially with the rain. We do got to watch out for flooding rivers because it's raining, not too much, but enough that we might run into some trouble, and we just got to be very cautious. And then tonight, I am actually staying in a town that is literally right on the Alaska border. So cool. I would love to go to Alaska, but unfortunately on this trip, that's just not going to happen. Maybe next year, but we'll see. It still looks impressive. Really, really freaking cool. Alright guys, before we get further into this video, I wanted to tell you about today's sponsor, June's Journey, which is a free to download game for iOS and Android. But you can also play on PC. It's a hidden object mystery themed game with gorgeous visuals where you get to play as June, a detective from the 1920s searching for clues and uncovering family mysteries. Each chapter takes you deeper and deeper into the story as you discover more secrets surrounding your sister's murder. You'll need a sharp eye and fast fingers because finding the clues quickly one after another will build up a score multiplier at the top. This is my favorite part because you need to keep uncovering clues before the combo meter runs out to get the highest possible score. Finding the clues will reward you with coins, which you can spend in the shop to buy decorations to customize your own personal island, adding your own flair and personality to the game. June's Journey also gets regular updates with special events and seasonal content, so you can get unique limited edition rewards and island decorations. If you like a cozy game with a beautiful art style, brain-teasing puzzles, and progressing through a captivating mystery story, download June's Journey today for free for iOS, Android, or PC by clicking the link down in the description below or scanning the QR code. So I do have a small issue with this tire. Somehow we got a little nick. It's tiny. There's nothing really too crazy, nothing exploding as of yet. But man, this trip has cost me like all my tires, apparently. Not all of them, but it sucks because when we were in, where was I? I think it was Chilliwack is where I ended up getting the 2 back tires replaced. And one of them was perfectly fine. The other one was obviously completely destroyed because there was a big white line all the way around, big white ring rather, which is the fabric basically coming through. That tire was going to explode. That was back when Lomar was still here on this adventure. And so basically the guy told me, he's like, your other tire is perfectly fine. Do you want it? And I'm like, honestly, dude, I got nowhere to put it. Like, my car is completely full with all of my essentials. And it was unfortunate. I had to literally leave behind a perfectly good tire. Now, we might have to change another tire. And the problem is that I might have to wait until I get home. I'm going to keep an eye on it. As long as it doesn't get worse, the belt doesn't shift, we'll be okay. But if that does happen, like, for example, a bulge starts to show up, then we're going to run into a problem where we may have exploding Yokohamas. I don't even know how that happened. I must have been somewhere off-roading as per usual and probably nicked something, not realizing, and caused that small little gash in the tire. But we got to keep an eye on it. If it does get worse, we may end up having to replace the 2 front tires now, which is great because I highly doubt anywhere in these areas or even farther north I'm going to be able to get the exact same tires. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But yeah, let's continue on the road and get into Kitsault. Alrighty, we are officially on the road to Kitsault, British Columbia, old mining town. It is going to take some time to get there because these roads, they're not bad, but they got a lot of potholes. And yeah, plus the water doesn't help. Too much rain. But yeah, it might take us about an hour and 15 minutes to get in there. And I think the title of that song is currently not really that relevant. Home ain't far. Yeah, we're pretty far. So I will say, haven't really seen much wildlife on this entire adventure, surprisingly. I actually can't believe it. I can't believe we haven't seen a single freaking bear. I heard something last night really close to camp. I don't know what it was. Could have been an elk. It kind of sounded like possibly an elk, maybe a moose. They can sound similar under certain situations. But on the drive today, I did see a moose, finally, just off in the distance, crossing the road, just casually, as if it owned the place, from one side to the other. And that was it. That's all I've seen. I don't even know where he ran off to, because as I passed, I didn't even see it. But yeah, so far, one moose. One single freaking moose. Okay, so I think I might have made a wrong turn. I'm really not sure if there was a road back here, but I was looking in my my side mirror and I just saw a little bear run across the road. I don't know where he went. I don't know if it was a cub or like, it looked kind of small, but I don't know. Okay, now I'm confused. Do I have to go this way or do I continue on down this way? And there's a car coming. I don't really know, but yeah, it's like legit telling me to go this way, but there's a car coming from that direction. I don't really know. That's strange. That looks more like a ATV trail, to be honest with you. So I'm not really sure. All right, guys. So apparently we're going in the complete wrong direction. There was a guy coming in a truck, and he pulled over to talk to me, and he's like, "Yeah, you don't want to go down this road. It is a f***ing shit show down there. There's a lot of mud." He said that it really narrows out, and he doesn't think that this road actually goes to the main road that we want to go to. So basically, he said he's pretty sure that if we go back onto the main road, we'll end up at another road called Alice Arm, and that is the road that we need to follow that will essentially get us the entire way in. Obviously, Google doesn't know that. It's trying to find the fastest way there, and it doesn't realize that half these roads are not good roads and that it would be essentially impossible. He said that even in his Dodge Ram, I mean, his front tires weren't great, his rear tires were good, that he got stuck for about an hour going down that road. He literally just came out here to do some mushroom picking, which is awesome. But yeah, luckily I ran into him and he did kind of guide me into the right direction. And he said he's seen the sign before, and he's pretty sure he's seen it off of the road that he's telling me to go to. So basically we had to turn around. I don't know where that bear went, but that would have been pretty cool to see. I just kind of caught it at the corner of my eye, but I guess I spoke too soon about not seeing too much wildlife. So today we've seen a moose and a little bear, which is awesome. We'll see what else we end up seeing over the next couple of days, especially as we head further and further north and it becomes more and more remote. I imagine we're probably going to see all sorts of cool creatures and animals and stuff like that. But anyways, I got to backtrack about 10 kilometers roughly. Thankfully I didn't get like 30 kilometers in and then realize that I had to turn around, because that would have been a waste of hours of my time. All right, hopefully this makes it easier and hopefully we can actually get there. Otherwise I'm gonna have to stop somewhere, pull up Starlink, and see if I can figure out how to actually get there. But he seems to know more or less where he's going. We're back on a road, a main road, well, sorta. It's a really bumpy Forest Service road. So what we're hoping for is there has to be a road on the left somewhere. I have no cell service right now, so I can't see if there's a road there. But I think the guy might have been right. There has to be a main road that would have gone, or still goes, from this road up into the actual ghost town. So bumpy over here. But yeah, we just got to keep an eye out. The problem is like signage. There's no like signage anywhere. Like there's just kind of a lot of random roads left and right, but one of them has to lead in the right direction eventually. So hoping for the best, but we can't waste too much time. It's already 2 p.m. I should have actually been there by now. That's what Google was telling me, but obviously Google is freaking useless. But luckily we left a little early today, but hopefully we can get in there. It's so rough. So rough out here. All right, I'm a little frustrated here because I can't seem to figure out where this road is. There's literally no signage whatsoever. Like I said, there's a bunch of different turnoffs. There was one, I'm like, maybe this one, but then I looked at Google Maps and it literally leads us back into the town before you turn off that road that we were already on. Oh, excuse me, got a little bit of hiccups or burps or whatever. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually set up Starlink and hope for the best. Hope that it shows me exactly where this damn road is. The problem was I downloaded an offline map, but I think I didn't make it big enough to actually show potentially where this road actually might be. So yeah, hopefully that works. All right guys, I think we might be in luck. So there's actually multiple entrances to this road that I'm looking for. There's one that's actually just up ahead there. And for some reason there was a sign over there that said, it didn't even say the name of the road. There's like multiple there's multiple Alice Arm roads, which is super weird. But yeah, so there's one back there, which I pulled up to, and it goes up, and it literally says 10 kilometers up, must call. But it's like there's literally no cell service out here, so I don't know who's calling who exactly. I did try to like email these people to be like, hey man, I want to explore your town, because someone does own it. But no one responded. So we're gonna try it today. If we don't have any luck today, we will try again maybe tomorrow or maybe on the way back. I don't know. But yeah, basically Starlink for the frickin' win. Managed to download another offline map, so hopefully that actually tells me the correct way to get there. Because if I like do this, it gives me 2 alternative routes. So it gives me the first one that we did try, which was obviously wrong. Now it's telling me to take the route that I literally just found, so let's see if it works, I guess. Okay, so apparently that guy was actually telling the truth. Not that I assumed he was lying, I just wasn't sure if he actually knew what he was talking about. But there's a sign! There's literally a sign to Kitsault, or Kitsault, or however the hell you pronounce it. These potholes on this road, absolutely ridiculous, but the Subaru is surviving, so let's just try and survive the rest of this drive in. It is saying it's going to take an hour and a half to get there, so let's just hope that we can actually get in there. Uh-oh, that's not good. Me. I don't know if there's like maybe just a rock or something. Ooh, do I That does not sound happy. I'm trying to figure out where that friggin' sound is coming from, but I don't see anything. Well, we'll continue for a little bit. I mean, how much worse could it possibly be? I think there's probably just like a rock or something stuck inside of the rotor. And it's just making like a creepy ass screeching noise. I also got to keep an eye on gas because it's going to be 65 kilometers the whole way in, which means it's 65 kilometers coming out. We just went below 3/4. I got some extra gas in my gas can, but let's just hope that we're okay. What is that screeching? Let's see if it goes away. It seems to be stopping. Okay, I think we're okay. We're okay for now to continue. Oh man, dude, this is literally just turning into a fail. Total L. I have no idea what that is. I stopped for a second to take a peek underneath. I didn't see anything. I mean, not that I could tell, but I think there's like something stuck in there. I hit like a pretty good sized bump at one point. These roads out here are a mess. They're just potholes. Literally just all potholes. Ugh. Having to drive with that is brutal. Once I pick up speed, I'm on the highway later on. Hopefully it'll solve the problem. Whatever's stuck in there will come out. I think that's what it is. I think there's a rock in there and it's just creating a really terrible noise. Hopefully it doesn't destroy my brakes or my rotors. That would suck. Damn, this adventure just gets trippier and trippier as we go along. It's like this random bridge and it just, I don't know, it just feels really sketchy. Whoa, look at that. That is beautiful. That noise is not beautiful. I do apologize, but man, that is brutal. That is beautiful. The noise, brutal. Very brutal. All right, well, this officially just turned into a complete L. I'm just gonna turn around because there were some guys here. They passed me. They stopped in the middle of the road. Apparently they work there. And yeah, they're like, oh, it's locked up. I'm like, well, clearly it's not locked up if you're going there, but they work there anyways. So I tried messaging like the people who own this place, but apparently nobody likes to respond to emails. So we wasted all this time trying to get here. The reason why they stopped was because apparently they saw a dog. I don't see any dog, but yeah, that was a waste of time. Anyway, we're gonna head to another location, even closer to Alaska. Yep, turned into a complete L. I kind of figured this was gonna happen. I knew it was worth a try, but it's like, I don't know. I don't get it. If you're gonna, so they're like, oh, it's a mine. I'm like, and they kind of were like, well. So it's a claim. It's a claim technically, but it's not like an active mine. I don't know what these guys are going to do. They're probably just working on the buildings or something. But yeah, that kind of sucks that they won't let me in. But at least they said they saved me about 45 minutes of driving. So I said, sure, I guess, whatever. But yeah, so much for that, unfortunately, because they didn't want to respond to emails. You know what's going to be funny? Watch, tonight I'm going to get a response. They're going to be like, oh yeah, no, you can't go in there or whatever. And I'm going to be like, all right, okay, whatever, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know if there actually is a dog. Maybe they saw like a coyote or something and thought it was a dog, but I'm sure they would probably know the difference. But anyway, I probably got several hours of driving to get to my next destination. And yeah, unfortunately it is kind of just what it is. But we'll find other cool things to go and explore. It sucks that I've been like wasting my entire day trying to literally get into this place. Finally find the proper road, and yeah, no go. Good thing is that sound went away, so that was clearly just like a rock or something inside the brakes, and just making some noisies. But all right, let's get back on this road and head to civilization, I guess. All right, guys, we got bears. We got bears. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but they're just chilling. Just chilling. Oh, those are grizzly bears. Yep, those are f***ing grizzly bears. That's awesome. There we go. Finally, all in one day. Saw 2 grizzly bears, 1 black bear. Now they're crossing back to the other side. They don't know what they want to do right now. That was cool. So only one time before have I ever seen 1 grizzly bear. Never 2 at the same time, so that was pretty neat. But yeah, they're just standing in the middle of the road. Like, what are you guys doing, bro? Anyway, almost there. I think we're about 70 kilometers from basically where I want to be. Holy crap. Okay, I had to stop for a second because this is incredible. The glacier that I can see right now, I've never seen anything like this. The lake looks dirty, but whoa. Dude, check this out. I know there's a lot of haze right now because it's, well, hazy, obviously, because of the rain. But damn, dude. What? It's so quiet out here. I'm literally on a highway. Like, this is a main highway and there's no cars. Unbelievable. Dude. Oh, man. Okay, now I'm really glad that I actually came out here. So I am heading into a town called Stewart. And I don't really know what to expect, but if it's more of this, okay. Sounds good. Alright, let's keep on going down the road. Damn. Man, today is just full of surprises. 2 grizzly bears, 1, I think, black bear. I couldn't really tell if the first one was a black bear or a grizzly bear. I just kind of caught it in like my side mirror, just kind of crossing the road behind me as I was further down the road. What else did we see? A moose at some point. Yeah, and then now we got glaciers and a really cool river and lake. Damn. I wish it wasn't like raining right now because I'd send up the drone, but I'm sure there's going to be plenty of other spots. Holy crap. I came even like a little bit further ahead. And like the camera right now, not doing it justice. It's super hazy, but holy crap, look at that. It created like a bunch of waterfalls. You can hear it from here. That is amazing. Damn. And there's even like more to it all the way up top. Holy crap. Alright. Cool. Man, I am just astonished at the freaking beauty out here. Like, I've been to Banff and stuff. I haven't done Jasper, but damn, this place just hits different. I don't know what it is. It just has like a very different feel to the other national parks. We're not even in a national park as far as I know. I have no idea, to be honest, but yeah, this just hits completely different. And it looks like we're heading straight like smack dab in the center of like all of these white-capped mountains, kind of like what we just saw there. I'm assuming anyways, I don't really know, but holy crap. Excuse me while I gawk a little bit at all the incredible views. First time here, we made it. We're literally all the way in northern BC. Well, I mean, for the most part anyway. Literally almost in Alaska. We're probably about 30 minutes from Alaska right now. This is incredible. Oh, man. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the vlog. So, we are currently on the border of British Columbia and Alaska. Yes, we are driving into Alaska. My very first time in Alaska. It'll only be very brief though. Basically we're gonna stop off. There's like a wildlife viewing area, and it's kind of funny. So I was looking at it and I'm like, I don't think there's like any actual checkpoint. Like, there's literally no checkpoint, like CB CBP checkpoints to actually get into the United States. Apparently, you can just cross over, and essentially what we're going to do is we're going to go to the wildlife observation area, go and see if there's any cool stuff over there. There's usually like bears and grizzly bears and stuff like that. I know we already saw them yesterday. I think they were grizzlies. I was thinking about it after. I haven't had a chance to look over the footage yet, but I do believe they were grizzlies, but I got to double check. They might have actually just been black bears that kind of looked almost like grizzlies, because sometimes they look very similar, or black bears could look kind of brown bears can kind of look black, you know. It gets a little bit confusing, but anyways, doesn't really matter. So what we're doing is we're going from Stewart, British Columbia, driving down this road into Hyder, Alaska, which is just a small little town. And the road basically leads us into a glacier area. I don't know if it's just a viewing area, but it looks like it goes up, and it should be pretty freaking awesome. Apparently the views are absolutely spectacular, one of the best things to do around here. And then there's also a supposed haunted spot even further into that area. There's like an old mine and stuff like that. So we'll get to all of that throughout the day. This is absolutely just gorgeous and beautiful. The sun is shining. We got so lucky because today is literally the only good day. Every other day here apparently is raining. After this, unfortunately, we're not going to Yukon anymore. I don't have the energy for it. I just feel so exhausted. I'll explain further as to kind of what's going on, but I just kind of figured that like I'm not really feeling it anymore. I don't want to spend another 12 hours going even further out of the way. So I think next summer we'll come earlier, and we'll actually end up going into Yukon and maybe all the way up to Northwest Territories. It just makes more sense to do it that way. There's no point in just spending all the time now. So Stewart is going to be probably the most northern point. The farthest western point, well, technically Hyder for me, Alaska, will be the most furthest point we're going on this adventure. As of today, that's it. We're turning around and we're going to start heading back. I am going to be obviously continuing to film. There's going to be a bunch of new spots that I still haven't been to. For example, Jasper, Alberta, which is a place that I've always wanted to go, just never got a chance. And apparently the fastest route is to actually go through Jasper, Alberta. So hopefully that all works out. But yeah, let's head over to Alaska. Guys, this is so exciting right now. So there's also this really cool boardwalk. Maybe we'll like walk down there tomorrow. But that just kind of looks like a simple boardwalk. Nothing too exciting. But I cannot wait. You can literally see the line on Google Maps right there. US and Canada. We're going to Alaska, baby. Watch me get there and there's like a checkpoint that I have to go through. That's gonna suck. But I cannot wait. This is so exciting. I've never been to Alaska. The fact that I can at least just say that I've been now, I think that's legitimately the best part about this whole thing, is that it's like, yeah guys, I literally drove from Toronto to Alaska and then back. So this summer we have been from east coast of Canada basically all the way over to the west coast. I'm not really sure what the most western point of Canada is. Not that it really matters anyways. But yeah, we're almost there, about to cross the line. So yeah, basically, there's like, I think just one single road that goes into Alaska and then back into BC. It's the strangest thing. It's just, it happens to be where the border is. And yeah, it is just gorgeous out here though. Holy crap. Like, look at that. That is amazing. So this is gonna be really funny because I have to go through a checkpoint, which I believe is this. On the way back in. I don't know if I like need to call somebody after or something. It's just so weird, but there we are, we're here. We are now entering
in 300
Alaska.
meters, turn right at Nevada Street.
That is awesome. It's like a little ghost town over here. Holy crap. There's really like not much going on. But anyway, oh yeah, we're in miles now. That's gonna be kind of confusing. So cool. Damn, dude, it's literally like a ghost town almost.
Turn right at Nevada Street.
There. Really should probably pay attention a little bit. We're officially in Alaska. This is so cool. I mean, it's really not any different, but okay, let's go to the wildlife area.
In 800 meters, flight right onto Hyder Avenue.
See what's going on over there. I had to stop just to take this in for a moment. Alaska. Wow, this is incredible. Damn. So I am hoping to see like Apparently there's usually a lot of eagles and falcons and a lot of grizzly bears. That's kind of why I wanted to go to that point where you can actually observe. I don't know how long I'm going to be there because I do want to get up to the glacier, and I think that takes approximately from there maybe like another 45 minutes or so, and then we're going to start the main channel video as well. This is just an experience. Like, this is unbelievable. But yeah, like I was saying, the reason why I am turning around is just because exhaustion right now is literally kicking my ass. And honestly, I want to go home and spend some time with the family. My grandmother's finally back home from the hospital, which is great news, and she's doing a lot better. And yeah, I just want to go and spend some time with them, hang out at home for a little bit. I do need a vacation. Like, I am in dire need of a vacation. It's been a long while since I've actually taken like a full week off. I've taken like 2-3 days here and there just to kind of, you know, rest and relax. But even when I do that, like when I'm back home, I'm, you know, constantly back and forth with my editor and even having to edit myself sometimes now. It's a lot. Doing all of this travel, people do not realize the toll that it takes on you physically, mentally. It's just been a tough week. It's been a bit of a struggle. I mean, a lot of you guys have heard what happened in the news, and when things like that happen, it is mentally fatiguing. Like, it takes a lot out of you. But anyways, let's just enjoy the day for now and not worry about anything else. We don't even have cell service. There's literally not one single bar of service in Stewart. Apparently here, neither. I'm not getting anything at all. Luckily, I have Starlink with me, so that's useful. But let's go further on down the road and get to this observation area. Ooh, this is gonna be cool. Oh, look at that. They have a skull. Crazy. I've never actually touched a bear pelt before. This one's much softer. That's cool. That is a really cool display. Alright, let's go in. Apparently, if you wait long enough, this is like the one spot where you will most likely see bears. They just come through all the time. Oh, Mr. Bear! Okay, I'll stop now. Apparently there's also a lot of salmon here as well. Go figure, that's why the bears come. Whoa, look at all these birds. Well, that definitely means there's a lot of fish. What kind of birds are these? Oh, look, they're pooping. I just caught a bunch of birds pooping, and it's just floating down the river. I think those are called pterygian, I think that's what the name is. Oh, I smell shit. Wow. So peaceful here too. And there's not a lot of people. There's like a couple people kind of coming in and out. And that's about it. How beautiful. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but that's kind of cool. Go fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh, there's a whole bunch actually. It is so quiet here. I'm just waiting to see if a bear shows up. I might wait a while. But there's something calming about just hearing the salmon jumping out of the water periodically. There's so many all in this one spot. Look at them all. That's amazing. They're all trying to swim upstream. Oh, that one's like, I can do this. I don't know why it's so entertaining just watching the fish.
It's the daughter of the
was awesome. What are the odds that I would literally get in there and there would be 2 already there, just kind of looking for food, obviously. I'm not leaving right away, but I'm going to get the camcorders, that way I can get a much better shot of the bears. Hopefully they're still there when I get back.
Stupid kid. Is that right? It's always a good.
He's just making sure.
That's his time to rip the skin off.
Yeah.
He just threw the thing back in the water. I think he's just playing with it. I think he's had his fill, it seems like. Well, coming up to Mom. Go bug your mom. Yeah, our town is full of bears. So on more than one occasion I've been here to that tree.
Yeah, my town is just full of Indian people.
Well, that's everywhere.
Oh no, Brampton's on a whole other level.
Oh, I know, it's in Surrey.
Yeah, exactly.
But, Grizzlies, they're not really that interested in you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I think he's just playing. There's something in there he's just chewing on. What's he after?
He's trying to get something.
that again.
Slap your mama. You doing that?
Yeah.
You, okay.
Alright guys, well that was definitely one of the coolest things I have ever seen. I had so much footage of that mama bear and her cub play fighting and everything. That was so freaking cool. I have the biggest smile right now after seeing that. Oh man, that made driving in to this area totally worth it. But yeah, so that's where I'm gonna end off this vlog. I am gonna start heading into the mountains, I guess. I don't even really know where I'm going. Apparently I'm going to some glacier, so that's kind of cool. I don't know how close I can actually get to this glacier. Am I actually going back one more hour? 342 PDT Pacific. I don't know. I'm so confused right now. It's like showing a different time zone or something. Wow. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm going up to this glacier. I'm gonna probably keep that for the rest of the main channel video. But yeah, that was freaking awesome. Smash the like button for cool bear footage and stuff. Truly once in a lifetime for me, anyways. That was awesome. That was like a bucket list thing. I'm like, man, if I could see like a bear fight or something. I mean, it wasn't like an angry bear fight. Obviously, they were just playing. But that was freaking awesome. Just being able to observe that for so long. But yeah, smash the like button, and we'll see y'all soon. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining us on this crazy adventure. Not only that, but a huge shout out to June's Journey. Just a simple reminder to go and download the game. It is available for free again on iOS, Android, and PC. I will leave the link down in the description below and a pinned comment, or you can just simply scan the QR code. Alright guys, see you later.